Happy Saturday, guys. Just making sure I'm live here on the phone. There you go. Perfect. What's going on? It's Saturday. I said I'm going to go live today, so I'm just going to go live. Happy Saturday, and just make sure this is muted. Welcome, welcome. I know not many people are probably going to watch today because it's Saturday. It's totally cool. I'm still going live because I know that people watch the replay. So let me just get my screen ready here and share my screen. So today's topic is all about how to get started with crypto in our Crypto Revolution series, part 3. So if you missed part 1, it was about, I already forgot what part 1 was. Just watch it. Scroll down if you want to watch that first. And then part 2 was about the mass adoption of this technology. And then today is going to be all about how to get started with crypto. So if you're a complete newbie, you don't even know how to even buy crypto and how safe is it, all that stuff, this session will answer that for you. So how to buy crypto is very easy. From here on this slide that you see, you can basically exchange any fiat currency. So whether that's dollars, yen, Canadian dollars, euros, you can exchange that in a crypto exchange. And then from that crypto exchange, you can either hold it and keep it there if you want, depending on what it is. I'll talk about that as well. Or you can send money to somebody, right? If you're sending money to a friend or maybe somebody, a family member overseas, you can do that. Or you can hold it for a long time. Hey, JT. Hey, Trini. Nice to see you. And you can hold it for a long time, like in some of the coins that I have, and watch it grow, right? And so there's many ways that you can do with it. Everyone is going to be different as to why they get started with crypto, but I do pretty much all that stuff, all the stuff that I just mentioned. So it's really easy. And so when it's like, what is the crypto exchange? Basically, it's like if I kind of liken it to, like, let's say if you go to like an airport and there's like an exchange counter there to change your currency from dollars to whichever country's currency it is. That's basically what it is, right? And so I choose exchanges based on ease of use. So is it user friendly? Is it credible and is it safe? That means, do they have like a good reputation? Have they been around for a long time? And do they have a good amount of volume of people that are basically using the system, right? Hey, Michelle, nice to see you. And then the kind of coins they have. So most exchanges that are credible and easy to use and are safe to use usually have the most popular coins out there, like Bitcoin and Ethereum and all the top 20, they would have it, right? So that's what I would base it on. And then the trading volume. So some exchanges also trade. You can trade currencies in there too. And so based on how much volume they have, most of the time, obviously they're bigger, they have more resources. So that's, they're also easier to use, and they're also more reputable. So these are the characteristics that I choose whenever I'm looking to choose an exchange or do business in an exchange and exchange my crypto. Or buy crypto, basically. So the main exchanges I use are Coinbase or Coinbase Pro. Basically, if you already have Coinbase, you're automatically a Coinbase Pro member as well. So you can use either or, but typically Coinbase Pro, depending on how much crypto you're going to buy, where you're going to send it, and all that stuff, and what you're going to do with it. Coinbase Pro has lower fees compared to Coinbase. So something to think about, and we'll talk about fees today as well. Binance is also a good one, KuCoin and Kraken. So these are the main exchanges that I use mainly. And I really don't pay attention to other ones unless I need to send something to another exchange where they don't connect to these exchanges that you see on the screen here. And so whenever you're buying crypto and you're sending it to somebody, or maybe you're trading with it like I am, you definitely want to compare fees. And so what I did is I just Googled, best cryptocurrency exchange fees or comparison. And so I saw this article, and you can definitely Google this and go to this URL if you want to see the full list. This is just a small sample of the fees. And so it can vary greatly between exchanges, just between Coinbase and Coinbase Pro. For instance, what I did the other day is I looked at Coinbase. I was buying Ethereum, and it's 99 cents per transaction on Coinbase, whereas in Coinbase Pro, it's completely free. I didn't have to pay anything. And so you have to kind of, do your research and see, and maybe do like a test before you hit buy, to see what that breakdown is of the fees before you even hit buy, right? So that you know. And then, is it safe? So this is a question that I get all the time. Like, it's ridiculously safe. Like, there's 7 layers of protection, where from your login password to a Google verification to a SMS verification, to an email safety phrase. Like, it's so crazy how safe it is, right? And so it is entirely safe. Like, for this one, this is actually a screenshot of my dashboard for KuCoin. And so I have all of my securities in place in there, because that is also the exchange that I use to trade, to use my automation bots, where we have over 20,000 in there, and it's also trading a lot, and also it's growing a lot by 22%, and so 22% a month. And so I want all the security in place, and we've never had any problems with it. So it's completely safe. I think it's actually safer than keeping it in, like logging into your online banking, because with online banking, maybe you have one verification and that's it, right? But this is much safer because you have 7 layers of protection. So let's say you did buy crypto, or you do want to buy crypto. What are some of the main coins that you want to look at and hold? So the term hold is basically like a savings account where you're holding it for a while, because crypto is volatile, and so it does go up and down. But let's say just for Bitcoin alone, if you look at the value of Bitcoin in the last 5 years, it actually has gone up. Is always going on an uptrend in the last any 5 years that Bitcoin has been around. It's gone up. It's only gone up. That's why a lot of people, if you know what you're doing, like you are now, because you're watching this third session, is they hold coins that will appreciate in value over time, and you hold for a while. This is the safest way to actually earn money and take advantage of this appreciating asset. It's like gold. Like, if you have gold, why would you sell it if it's appreciating, right? You don't want to sell gold, you want to keep it, because the value goes up over time. And then when the value goes up, then you can use whatever profits you made from it appreciating, and then just still keep your main asset, your main investment in wherever it is, right? So the main coins I hold right now are Bitcoin, of course, Ethereum, Solana, and XRP or Ripple. So these are the ones that I have right now, like majority of it. And then I have small things and, little things in projects that I think are going to blow up because they actually have value in the real world. So for instance, one that Solana is the one that actually is like, man, I wish I had bought more of it when it was $31, because now it's over $200. But it's great. It's a great project because just like Ethereum, so Ethereum is kind of like, let's say, a Microsoft Windows, right? Where a lot of different companies can create software for it. That's ultimately what Ethereum is. And Solana is very similar. And that's why it's also a really good coin to have, because a lot of companies are going to build software. They're already building software on it, which means it actually delivers value to the world, right? And so that's why I hold these coins. And so that's where I'm going to stop. I think that's my last slide. And so the reason why I want to keep this short is because, again, I don't want to bombard you with too much information. I want to give you just the basic, simple information that you need, just so you can feel good when somebody talks about crypto and talk about this space and the potential of it. So you have an idea and an overview, right? For the next session, part 4, tomorrow, session 4, I'm going to talk about how you can ultimately use, let's say, coffee money or lunch money that you probably would spend on something silly anyway, how you can use that kind of amount of money so you can you don't have to time the market, you don't have to buy when it's low, you don't have to buy when to sell when it's high, right? And all this confusion around that, where you're actually going to get the best deal all the time whenever you use the strategy and get anywhere from 300 to 400% return on investment in your crypto, and a specific one for that matter. So I'll talk about that tomorrow. So be sure to tune in to tomorrow, because that's going to be, I think, the best strategy that anyone who would listen, I would tell them, because it's been a game changer. And I think it's used. This strategy is used in the investment world, and so if this is something that they use, the big boys use, guess what? You can use it too, and you can do it now in crypto and actually win over the long term. So that's where I'll end today. Hopefully, you found that valuable. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. Even if you're watching the replay, feel free to still ask questions in the comments. It's totally cool. And if this was helpful for you, be sure to tag a friend that maybe needs this information as well, and have them share this video, because I think that this is literally life changing. And so I'm just doing my best to educate as many people as possible. So feel free to share, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.